My name is Daniel Miller. I work for McLean County Senior Services, and our main center is in Calhoun, but we also have 3 satellite centers where the people come and eat, have recreation, have games, and play cards, eat lunch. But I've been with them about 14 years. And one of the stories that I would like to share with everybody is, we just call her Miss Betty, but she found herself in a unique situation last fall. She's not from here, she's actually from Missouri. She had nobody to help her. Her car broke down, first thing. She had no way to go. She's pretty disabled. She can get around, but she couldn't get out and walk anywhere, you know. So she told us her cupboards were almost bare. She had no way to get back and forth to pick up her medicine, her drugs. She was talking to her sister out of state, and her sister said, "Don't your town have a senior citizen program?" She called us. We just had all kinds of programs that could help her, you know. We started her on the meals that we deliver a hot meal, hot lunch every day. We started helping her. We would go get her. She's one of the once a month person. We go get her. She goes to the marathon, gets her cigarettes. She goes to the Rite Aid, gets her drugs, goes to the dollar store. Calhoun doesn't have a grocery store right now. So then she goes to the bank and we take her back home. But she is constantly telling us what a blessing our program is, because she found her in that particular situation, herself in that situation where she didn't know where to turn, you know. So that's one story. And then the second story I'd like to share is a gentleman that has, this year he turned 62, which that qualified him for our program. And even though he seems relatively young to most of us, he has a disability where he can't get around very good. He can't hardly get out of the house. And when we started taking his meals, he was just so appreciative, you know, and most of them are. And then a little bit later on, he shared with me one day at the door. He said, y'all just don't know what a great program this is. He said, I eat so much healthier with these meals than I was eating before. And if you kind of look around, you can see that mostly what he was eating was snack foods. And you know, and they get to the point they can't cook for themselves. He lives alone, has nobody to help him, but he is just so thankful for our meals.
Well, I've got a lady I deliver meals to up in the apartments out here in Calhoun. And she told me yesterday, she said, I don't know what I would do without these meals every day, because she is diabetic and she's by herself, she doesn't drive. And she said, these mean everything to me, you know. And you just have a lot of these old people that don't have any other source of getting to see anybody. They want you to sit down and talk to them. Well, you can't always do that and get your job done, but you try. You go in and ask them how they are doing, and you know, and if they need anything, and if they do, we try to help them, you know, and just different things like that.
I'm Ann Trimble. I have been here 14 years, okay, delivering meals, driving, and I love it, absolutely love it, and all. I've got a gentleman on my route, and he is, how do I say this, he's one that really needs what we're getting, and every day that you take it to him, he's waiting for it. And he thanks me, and he said, you just don't know how much I appreciate it. You know, I just appreciate all of you all. So it makes you feel good when you run into situations like that. But I've got several older ones that their eyes light up. They get excited when they see you come, because that might be the only meal they're gonna have that day. I find that when you go in, I don't care what kind of a day you're having. You go in with a smile on your face, and what can I do for you, and what kind of day are you having, and you try to bring them up, get them up, stuff like that. And but I've had a couple of them. One day I left one lady's house, left her her meal, and that was about 10 o'clock in the morning. And later that afternoon, she had decided she was going to get up and fix something to go with it, and she fell on the floor, and she laid there until 5 o'clock that afternoon before they found her, and all. And I kicked myself and thought, what if, you know, could I have done something? but now I realize I couldn't. But it's just the idea that these people, oh, we have so many there by themselves. We're the only ones they see. So you have to be smiling, you know, and cheerful. And it doesn't matter what day you have, but you've got to be that for them.